Good afternoon. This is Dr. Khan, and I welcome, along with my team, the course called PT Destinaire. Well, this is one course which we launched last year with lots of research. And I'm very glad to say that we were in a position to hit a massive strike rate. 70% is what we can see on the lower side. Some of you who were there in the course last year also would know about it. And I'm very proud that our research has gone deeper. We are more intense, and we're ensuring that this time we go slightly higher than that. Well, with this positive note, I'd like to start my day and then tell you about the course content as it is included. Well, normally around this time, good number of you do not feel the heat of PT, if I may say so, because it's also cold weather. It's not as hot as usually one is expecting in June to be. But even otherwise, you'd imagine at this time we have a situation where we find that you have got your engagement with mains, your engagement with your optionals, engagement with essay, and as such, not so much into the fold of it. It is this time when we have somebody who is actually working a bit, inch by inch. I'm sure it is moving towards the success. This course, particularly starting at this time, about 4 months away from the actual examination, would ensure that you get that head start and you get in a disciplined manner some time allocated to this on a daily basis, so that you have got, without realizing much, without putting in exclusive effort, without getting any panic attack or anything of that nature, you are in a position to really cover what is required. This course, while we call it as something which is focused on PT, it is in fact not a generic course like we have got in the classes when we cover the syllabus. Here we are covering exclusively, our focus is not the syllabus, our focus is the pattern. Now you may be wondering that what pattern, because UPSC doesn't follow any pattern. Well, it doesn't follow any pattern. I believe that. I myself keep telling that there's a pattern of no pattern that exists in this examination. But there are some repeat areas, if you want to call it pattern or whatever. There's some repeat areas from where we have been regularly having questions in the past. We're likely to have them in this year also. So on a micro scale, while you find that every single year is different from the last year or last to last year, but if we paint a longer time span, there is some definite areas. And from those definite areas, we have been having questions. I'm not saying from polity, I'm not saying from geography, I'm not saying from current. No. In current, if they ask, what is the definite area they're asking? If the geography they're asking, which definite area of geography they're asking? If there's polity they're asking, which definite area of polity they're asking questions? So keeping those aspects in mind, I would like to tell you that we have to be very clear. If they don't ask polity, doesn't matter. If they don't ask economy, doesn't matter. If they ask history, which parts of history are they repeatedly asking? So we are going to those areas. And I think on a longer time span that we have spent here, I have spent about 3 decades doing the same thing. I know that pattern. Our team has put in, collectively, I must say that so many thousands of hours. Yes, when I say this, it's actually that much. So many thousands of hours that we have collectively put in, and then each one of us have taken responsibility of a small domain, looked into the kind of research that we have had, and then we have collected information on those patterns which are repeated. Now comes the unique part of it. You all are very individual. You may get, let's say, 100, 15, 110 score like that, but then you all don't get from the same area. Likewise, you don't also have the same problem. So the unique part of this course is that we get down to you as individual and scan you through all this period to know that where is your area of problem. Isn't it interesting? If some smart buddy, smart person like you, who's told in time that, hey, come on, you have got a problem here, and this is the solution we have got, I suppose you definitely can do it. Only thing which I'm actually requesting you, if I may use the right word, I'm begging you, have trust on the scheme that we have got. In fact, especially some students who joined last year and have joined this year as well, shows the importance of this course. shows that how this course is vital to the extent that they have helped us, they have helped them to go forward to it. I request you that please do not take PT lightly. PT is a very significant portion. The secret is that it doesn't have the scores added, but that probably makes some people to believe that probably it is not as important, not as significant. But nevertheless, all the efforts that you are doing for mains examination, they will only fructify. You'd only be able to use them if you have basically cleared this examination. So that's very vital. Take it seriously. Allocate every day some hours. Trust the scheme that we are taking through, and I would be again next year show you that, hey, this are the areas from where the questions have come. Mr. Jayant is going to speak to you today. He would basically be spearheading this entire program, and he would definitely tell you about how these areas last year that we did and this year we have got this for you, and this is how it is actually going to go. But ultimately, I am very sensitive about the trust that you have given to us. It gives me a lot of responsibility. If you have given your time, I am not only thankful, but I am also very conscious of the fact that the time that you invest in our course, we ensure that you get your results. Your every question is important, your every diagnosis is important. So it is what we are basically very concerned about, that you start working on the trust that you have given to us. It's this foolishness to join a course and then don't follow that. And this course, I don't think that you should be only thinking about joining from the perspective of the classes. Classes are a very significant part of this course, but it's not all. The tests that we conduct, the diagnosis that we make about you, the OTOP that we give you after that, we're not going to load you with so much of information because we understand they can't be revised. And you know that importance of revision in this examination. UPSC, as you may be aware, they are not asking questions which were like difficult questions. Most of the time, if you're a serious student, you can connect to almost 90%, 95% of the questions. You know that, yes, I know it. But what they're actually playing at is the choices. And the choices, 400 choices, sometimes even more than 400 choices that you can imagine that is there. And then you quite often get two choices that are very close. Unless you have revised, your thoughts have not been crystallized. That is why the OTOP that is given to you is given in an absolute crisp manner, so that you can revise it several times over. And there's no room whatsoever of confusion, as you can imagine. So I like you to basically not only participate in the classes, but also participate in the entire scheme of things that we have for you. That is the tests, the OTOPs, the diagnosis. It's very simple. I mean, if you look into that from a mechanical perspective, it's a problem that has to be diagnosed, and the diagnosis has to be corrected. So problem diagnosis and correction is what is required for you. And then this correction has to happen at your end. I only expect you that you follow the entire scheme, the scheme in entirety. Last year, we had many students who had joined our course. They had a series of negative results of PT, and they were mostly sleepwalking through their entire attempts. They were just chasing the list of books that are given to them, and then they had read those books so many times over. And they had taken all the possible tests that are available in the market. But here, it is not that. Here, you are individually curated to the extent that you are identified about your own areas of weakness. And that is not polity which is weakness. It's some areas of judiciary-related questions you're not able to do, but entire polity you're able to do. So that's something which is what I'm interested in, that you should focus on not only the gross book list or kind of information surfing approach. Rather, you should go for the diagnosis that we make about your problem. And those diagnoses, when we have met, we have given you correction methodology, do correct them, and then evolve along with the entire course. In fact, I would also like you to suggest that please, while you are evolving with the course that we are having between us at the moment, I would also insist that you should kindly try and do all possible experimentation that you have to do. Because a lot of you maybe good at guessing analytical questions. Some of you may be good at guessing or taking chances with what do you call it as factual questions. Identify yourself, and accordingly you should say that, hey, this is where I should actually stop my guesswork. You have to make some guesswork, but intelligent guesswork is what is the differentiator between one successful candidate and another student who is not cleared this examination. Intelligent guesswork is what I am requesting, and for that perspective, what I'm actually insisting upon is that all those exercises has to be done at this stage itself. Like some of you may be thinking that, hey, my geography is not good. But come on, it's impossible to know a thing so many months in advance and accept it. Well, even if it is not good, it was not good. It would become good as you proceed now on. So one has to actually take it in a manner that it is absolutely doable task. There's so many thousands of them pass every single year. Yes. So why can't you pass this examination? Especially when you have joined the course, especially when you have got the hand-holding mentors are available to you. In fact, I'm around. You can always call me. My numbers, I suppose you may be having already. If not, you can take my number now. 98102-93743. I repeat again, 98102-93743. And then you can always ping me. You can always WhatsApp me. You can always send me, give me a call or something if you require any support. Don't go for chasing the sources and repeatedly reading without knowing the areas of problem. It's a reverse engineering, which is what is required for this PT examination. You cannot complete the list of books which has been told by the faculty members or told by the toppers in the past, because all of them gave the list individually, but then you take them all collectively. Now the list individually are very small, but collectively they are amazingly large that you can never finish. So it is, therefore, I request you to just diagnose your area of problem and have that corrected. Diagnose your area of problem and have that corrected. So every single day that we have got tests, I am requesting you to take the test seriously, identify your areas of problem, and ensure that they don't repeat. Because we would be, as part of our course itself, we'll be asking some questions from the ones that we have already attempted to correct. And say, pity that you, if you're not able to correct, I suppose that's not something which is what I am expecting you. In fact, in this examination, CSAT is also very vital. A good number of you, I'm very sad to say, could not clear the examination, not because of general studies, which is scoring in nature, but because of CSAT. I would like and insist that you don't take it lightly. CSAT has got several components, and I have a unique experience of people telling me that, hey, this portion is weak. Oh, come on, if you know this portion is weak, why are you staying with it? Why aren't you correcting it? And that's what exactly, which is what I'm expecting you to be doing. If you know some areas, like I'm not good at whatever DM, I'm not good at whatever numeracy, I'm not good at passages. I mean, whom are you informing? If you know that, you get down and allocate some time every single day for PT. I think it is this time that I want you to actually not take it lightly. I mean, you have to give some allocated time, because all the efforts that you're doing for rest of the few hours that you have got of the day, they would all be useful only when you clear this examination. I don't say that you shun everything and go after this only. No, it's not that also. I would like to say that you have some blocked hour for this. If you blocked hour for PT and you're doing all the what we are asking you to do, it doesn't take the whole day from you, but a few hours, that would be extremely vital. And then ultimately you will be able to deliver. What happens is that when it comes too close to the PT examination, people leave everything and go after this. But that's too late. That's too late to correct it. I mean, you are saying that I will take a test series. All right, test is included as part of PT Destinaire itself. But the test only tell you that you are here. But then which direction to go, what to correct, this is, and then when we have got a course, like a general course that KSG conducts, a foundation course, a 2 years foundation course, in that we give everything to you. And each one of you have got your own capacity to absorb. Some of you do not absorb something, and those things get identified in this particular course. This is a very interesting course that is between your foundation course of general studies and your test series. It is where you are the focus. And your problem is to be identified. And while your problem is being identified, we only give the one that is required. It's like a nano effort, I would say, which delivers the medication and right at the spot without affecting your schedule, without affecting anything else. And you have, at the end of it, a good collection of information in the form of one topic, one page that would be very handy to revise. And I promise you, once again, that this year also, I have so much of faith and trust in the team of the KSG who has been working very hard on that, that I would, after the PT examination, maybe on 6th or 7th, you can find out from me that these are the areas from where we have got question, isn't it? Last year, so many people said that the train has changed and questions did not come from area that we basically prepared. Well, that's not something what KSG does. KSG always tells you that these are the pages from where the questions have come. And this is something which is what I'm going to do. So it is very important that you trust in the methodology that we have got. And I also expect that you participate in the course in its entirety, not the part of it, just not the class itself. And I'm sure you would, only a few weeks' time, you will see the difference that is happening in you. And I really, once again, want to thank you for showing interest in a course which for a lot of people is beyond horizon still. And then I am sure if you started early, if you work through the night, you see the dawn before anybody else. So you would be able to achieve it. And I'm sure we all collectively going to evolve for this examination. My best wishes are with you. And then I'm also trying to pass on this screen to Mr. JD, who would be taking you further and deeper into the course. But I'm going to be around with you. All the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please pardon me for my bad throat. So, welcome you all in this session of PT Destinaire 2022. And before I start anything regarding this course and regarding any strategy, I must quote some lines from a famous poem of a famous poet हरिवंश राय बच्चन. असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो, क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो, जब तक ना सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़कर मत भागो तुम, कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. With this, I don't know whether how many of you are going to appear this prelims 2022 for the first time, or I don't know about that, but still it's 125 days are left for your prelims. It's already, the date has been announced, June 5th, and I am going to give you some 10 mantras, I would say, regarding this course and this prelims course. And thank you, Khan sir, because he has given a lot insights regarding this particular exam, how to deal with this stage, and his kind words regarding this. So thank you to him. And let me tell you the 10 mantras I am going to discuss with you. The first is the trust that you have shown. Khan sir also told about it. You have shown trust on this team. That is again thank to you, and please trust on those mentors, those faculties, those content we are going to give you, those tests, and please be with this trust. And throughout this journey, I am assuming that we are going to you the best in this industry. So that is my first request, and thank to you for showing this belief on us. And the second one is the experiences. Before this, you have covered everything under the GS, maybe polity, maybe geography, maybe history, maybe economy. I think you have knowledge. But what we have this experiences. This experiences of years, experiences of, we have seen many years of this exam, how this exam has been evolved, how this pattern has been changed. As just Khan sir said, that There is no pattern, but still there is a pattern is going on in this particular stage of UPSC. So that experiences will give you with this PT Destinaire course, so you feel safe with our team, that you are in a safe hand. And the third principle or third mantra is selective. What is this be selective? In this particular PT Destinaire course, we are not going to cover everything in your general studies. It's not possible as well. It's not required. Let me tell you that it's not required, because the questions UPSC is asking are very, the areas, if you go through the previous trends, you will find inside the polity, inside the geography, inside the economy, there are some specific core areas which you will find questions frequently or frequent years. And if you go through the last 2 years of cutoff that has been published in 2019 and 2020, you will see it's less than 100. So do you think it's required to chase before those 100 questions? It's not required at all. It's a game of 50 questions only. But why we don't assure that, sure short 50 questions which is required to pass this stage? Because it's a stage of not selection. You no need to top in this particular stage. You need to just qualify comfortably. So we must focus on those areas which have already been asked. This is one. Second, those questions or those topics probably they are going to ask this year. Some people say UPSC do not repeat questions. Yes, that's true. Because the repeat topics, if you go through the previous trend, you will find there are many topics. I'm giving you one example. This functions of RBI. Functions of RBI, money banking, in economy, money banking is a chapter. And inside that, functions of RBI is a chapter or a small topic, or you can say the micro topic. And you see the previous year paper, you will find they have asked question, I think in 2019, they asked this legal tender, what is this? In 2021, they asked this lender of last resort. These are some of the core areas where UPSC is targeting, and we must go through the areas with high priority. So our job is to find out those areas, the team which are working very hard to find out those areas, to list out those areas on which we get or we are expecting questions from UPSC or in this year prelims. And again, some students, they ask me, sir, how to cover those unconventional areas? Because there are some questions, 10 to 15 questions, nobody knows about it. If you say like at least, 10 to 15% they know about this 10 to 15 questions which is asked in UPSC. So why to chase those unconventional areas? Let's focus on those conventional areas, because you can say these are the low hanging fruits. Like economy, I just said functions of RBI. Similarly in polity, your fundamental rights. This is another such topic which is, if you see the previous trend, you will find questions are coming regularly. Judiciary is a topic. If you see in the judiciary itself, if you go again deeper, you will find this original jurisdiction. Again, they have asked multiple times. So you can expect this a question in this year also. So our job is to don't chase those unconventional areas. Let's first focus on these conventional areas. So we have to ensure that what we are doing, short areas are there. We have to focus on them. We have to try to do the best, and it's not required to attend like 100 to 100 questions. If you attend 60 to 65 and 70 in a moderate manner, then it's a high chance you will clear this stage particularly. Now, I'm going to highlight another mantra of today's discussion, that live in the present. What is that? I just a few minutes ago I said that I don't know like how many of you are going for the first time or second time or third time. So whatever you have done till now, just leave it. Whether you have done a mistake, you are not doing well in the polity or in the geography, in the economy, just leave it. Keep aside. What matters from now onwards, how what we are going to do, that matters. How we have to revise, how we have to focus on those topics, how we have to solve the test, that matters only. So just clear your baggage, whatever you have in the past, whatever you have done, just clear it. Just try to live in the present, and we are here to guide you at every moment. That is the next mantra of mine. Then I think you must have played the racing game in your mobile phone or the computers. You will see whenever in a racing car met an accident, you try to balance that so that accident would not happen again, and you always try to reach the destination. So our job, or in this PT Destinaire, we are going to this balancing act. So whenever you feel, or whenever we feel that you are going to meet an accident, we'll definitely guide you so that you just clear your destination safely. So that is kind of balancing act we'll do in this particular course. Again, the next mantra would be mine, that means decides your ends. Do not think about your end results. What would be, whether I would be able to clear or not, whether in the last 2 attempts I have not cleared it. So what would be my result in this time? Few minutes ago, Khan sir said that many students were there in the last PT Destinaire session. There are this multiple negative results of prelims, but last year they cleared it and wrote mains. So this is the thing, believe in yourself and just try to focus on this present and try to do hard work and with this smart and confidence kind of thing. So it's you cannot expect roses by sowing the seeds of the bubble. So your means decides your end. So that should be the mantra of ours. Now coming to the next mantra of mine, that is GPS. In this particular course structure, we are providing individual mentors. You will be given this individual mentor's name and mobile number. You will get the email by evening. And from these mentors, what you can expect your daily scheduling, your daily targets. You discuss with them what is the present situation of preparation. They will help you out a daily scheduling, how to appear the test. If you cannot do, or you are weak in some areas, then they will definitely guide you. They will act like a GPS for you. They will help you to achieve your destination through this particular journey. So that is our job. So just try to connect with your mentors, a phone call away. Get the daily scheduling. What should be my strategy for the next 1 week, for the next 1 month? These mentors are there for you at every moment. Then we have this test also. Test, like as you know, a famous saying, practice makes a person perfect. What is the significance of it? Test, we have daily test. So at end of every session, you will find a test of 10 to 15 MCQs. So try to solve on daily basis. Don't delay it. I am again saying, don't delay it and don't postpone it. Don't keep saying that let's do it tomorrow. Don't do that, because on the same day, just try to solve those questions, whatever you have read in that particular session. That should be your agenda. If you do not find any question wrong, then just go through that questions explanation, or just go through that topic again in your source material. So it's a kind of what? It's a kind of cavity filling. No need to go again the whole 10 questions or 15 questions, whatever you have got right or wrong. Those questions on who you have got the right answer, yes, you know about it. You have read it, revised it, then only you able to solve that. So it's no need to go again to that particular question, but try to focus on those questions when the questions on which you got the wrong answer. Why did you get this wrong answer? Go to the source, the material that you follow and revise it again. Why you got this question wrong? That is kind of cavity filling. Again, I am saying that is you need to work upon, because you are weak in that area. That's why you got this question wrong. That is our mantra. And second, along with this daily test, we are going to give periodic test. Every 14 days, we'll have a full length test of 100 questions. Whatever course we have already covered or whatever sessions we have already taken, that combines this test and you will get this 100 questions test. That is on a fortnightly basis, or we call it periodic test. Along with this, we are also giving this PT test series free of cost, or it's a complimentary to add on your practice. In that also you will give full, you will get full length test, polity, geography, everything with the comprehensive one. And another important or significant part of this particular course, which was highly appreciated by many students last year also, we have added current affairs classes. Current affairs classes. As you know, there are many, this weightage of the current affairs are increasing day by day in prelims as well as the mains. So our job is to cover at least 1.5 year of current affairs in this particular, for this particular prelims. So the last 20 days of 3 hours or 60 plus hours of current affairs sessions would be there to cover this entire 1 year or 1.5 years of current affairs. We'll cover in economic survey, we'll cover the budget, we'll cover every current affairs or every subject's current affairs on those sessions on the last 20 days. So please be assured that it's a kind of whole package we are giving to you, along with the test series, the current affairs. We have tests as well on daily basis as well as the periodic one. So the test you give, don't postpone it, don't neglect it. Just try to give it on daily basis and analyze where you have lagged upon. Just work upon those. Those holes. Just try to plug those holes. It's called like cavity filling and all. Now, the last segment of our this whole course structure, which is again I would say highly appreciated by the last year students as well, and this is OTOP, one topic, one page. See, you would say, sir, we have already our sources, now you are just adding on one. It's not like that. When at the last week of your preparation or examination or the last 15 days, you have some crisp, you have some highly significant prelims oriented notes you required for the last minute revision. You never know the question that you have just seen or the topic you have just read, one day before or 3 hours before they could ask that question. So our job is to give that one page, one topic. Every topic consists of one page only, which is only relevance through prelims. And the source that which we will collect also, the same source you also follow. So it's not that we are adding one source, it's a kind of last minute revision kind of thing. You will have this particular page and you can revise it easily. So this OTOP will be provided on daily basis after every session you will get. Correct? So these are some of the key features or key mantras that I wanted to discuss with you. So I think you all have got the portal, and those who have registered in this particular course, and you have to log in and you have to see the live of this particular session. And the queries will be taken not in between the class but after the class, because once we complete the whole structure or the particular day's topics, we'll definitely invite those queries and doubts. We'll cover that at the end of the class, and the links has been provided to you. Please join that so that you can convey your query in that particular group, and faculties would be there to address those queries. So these are some of the messages that I wanted to give you. You have any query, any doubt regarding this particular course, please note my number, so that if you find any difficulty or any query, some sort of regarding the course structure or with respect to academic, you can definitely connect with me, and you will be provided the mentor by end of this day. So please connect with your mentors and try to discuss with your present your present situation, how much you have prepared for this particular stage, or what should be the next strategy. So please discuss with them thoroughly and prepare a scheduling daily, weekly and monthly, so that your journey will be a smoother one. So with these words, thank you very much, and from tomorrow polity sessions would be there. So Talib sir will be taking the polity class of yours. So you can send your query and doubts through WhatsApp only. The link has been provided through mail. Please join that. Thank you very much and all the best.